Hello, everyone. So I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody for the well wishes. I am now, after 3 weeks, starting to feel better. I have been fighting with motivation to actually make videos, and so I'm I'm getting there. I am getting there. So I've actually started last weekend. I did a little bit of scratch work for a video I'm working on the DP32. So I'm getting better. I'm not 100%. I'm hoping I'm going to have 2 videos this week. I know I only had 1 last week, but I'm hoping to have 2. We will see how that goes. But so once again, thank you to everybody. Yes, I am feeling better. My cough is getting less and less, and my energy is coming back. So it's kind of nice. So today, this comes up a lot for me. A lot of people ask, what do I like about the Model 24? What do I like about the DP32? What do I like about, most Tascam products, or the things that I have in my studio here? So I thought I'd talk about the Model 24 today. I'm going to talk about the likes. There are things that I don't like about it. There are things that I like about it. But I'm just going to focus on the likes. These are my own personal opinions. So if you don't agree, that's fine. You can tell me why you feel it's different. But it's my this is what I like about it. So it's my personal opinions, and so we'll just go from there. So first off, one thing I really like is the ease of use on the Model 24. It is let's go over here to this now. It is a top-down. I got my cassette 4-track there because I want to talk about it as well. It is a straight top-down, so you're in track 1, everything down this way, down to the fader, which you can't see because the camera won't go that far. Down to the fader. All this is one. It's all there. It's right in front of you. Now, the reason why I have both cassette 4-tracks sitting here is, now I come from a cassette 4-track background, and I come mainly from the 464, which is this guy right here. And if you look, now without getting into color, but you can see the topography is pretty much the same. Like, it is a top-down system, same as the Model 24 here. It's, they're very similar. Like, they both excuse me, they both have mic line. Then you have mic line right. This is a little different. It's not completely the same. So that means that if I were to record on this one, it would automatically assume it's going to the right track, which I was set here, and then tape, so which we now call MTR on the Model 24. So yeah, so it is pretty much this. So you have live, which is this is the live channel. This is coming straight from the XLR or 1/4 inch. And then PC, that's because you can hook this up to the PC. When this was around, PCs weren't that fancy. And then MTR, which is the same as tape. So it is very, very, very similar in that regard. So that for me is why it's so easy. Now I did pull out, let me just put it over here. This is a 414. Pull back a bit so you can see it. This is a 414, and it too is, once again, same thing, top down, and you have, in this case, you have tape off and mic line. Excuse me. And you have like your level here as opposed to your level, you can't see it there, level right there. So this would be your gain, would be your level, your trim here. And same with, you have your fader right there, and what you're doing with it, or where you're recording it. Now, yeah, this one I got from a friend. It was owned by a friend of mine who passed away, and it's dusty because I haven't used it, and I need to fix it because it fell, and I think it knocked a cable out. But my almost 30-year-old Tascam model, Tascam Porta Studio 464, still working. I haven't used it a lot yet. I've been deciding, am I buying those tapes, those new tapes or not, and I haven't decided. So, still love this thing. Love this thing too. But I just want to talk about that. So they are very, very, very similar in design. And I gotta say, I remember this. I read an article on the new Tascam, the one that is used for blogging, and the guy said it's the new 4-track. No, it's not. It's not even close to the new 4-track. I would put the model series closer to a 4-tracks, the way the 4-tracks were, than this thing that they've made, which I wouldn't use for recording music anyways, because it's not really designed for it. It's designed for blogging. So that's another story. So that's the first thing. So ease of use. It's easy to use. Now, there's a learning curve. There'll always be a learning curve to all of these things. It's just the way it is. But it has a nice, easy ease of use. And like I said, because I came from the 4-track world, it is very similar. So let's see. So let's go on my next one, which is decent sound quality. I personally, sound quality wise, I would rank the Model 24 higher than my DP32. I love my DP32, not lying about that, but for recording quality, I find the Model 24 is not as harsh. That was one of my, if you know, I did a video on the fact that I found my vocals on a certain song, on a certain recording to be very harsh, like on the MPF Project stuff. They're very harsh. Now I seem to have resolved that somehow. I don't know if it's just because the microphone is now broken in, but when I did the ukulele recording on this, I was absolutely amazed at the sound quality. It just blew me away. It was like it was so noticeable, the difference in sound. And so I have to say, sound quality wise, like recording wise, reproduction wise, love this thing. This. And same with the Model 16 when I was using it to just record drums, and I was blown away by, wow, this sounds much better. This has a much better sound than, it's not as harsh as it is on a DP32. So I don't know if that is more because the board is analog more here than it is on the DP32, where it is pretty much, almost 100% digital, whereas this is not. So I don't know, but that's another thing that I found. Let's see. So the next point, I'm going to turn this down a bit here. This can be used as a live mixer. Let's go back to the thing here. This is designed. I say this often. The model series are designed to be live mixer first with the ability to record. That is what they are designed as. Now, granted, the Model 12, as far as I'm concerned, is more. They're kind of weaning it away from that. They're now pushing it more as a DAW controller, which is a great idea, but it still has the ability. You can still, take it away from the computer, go to a gig or go to a rehearsal, plug everything in with mics, record yourself, and go back. This is what this is designed for. It is designed so that you can send out the mains up here. So you can send out, and you can set up monitors. So you have your monitors in front of you on your stage, and then you have your sub channels for other things that you might want to do. You can record. You have all these abilities on this thing. This to me is more of a. This is designed to be it's designed to be a mixer, and then that was the initial thing. Let's build the mixer, and then we'll work in the recording stuff afterwards. And that to me is what it is. And honestly, like I've said many times, 20-year-old me would have loved this thing. This is the penultimate if you're in a band and you're young and you have the money. you know, if you're in a band and you want something where you can just sit down and have your own rehearsal space somewhere in your own house or whatever, and you just want to be able to have it set up with all the mics in it, and then you guys have a jam session, and you just record the entire jam session, and you record everybody's tracks separately. That is what this is for. That is what makes this amazing. And yeah, you can take this to like a festival, and you can record the festival. Like, you can record your show. You can add on extra mics and have like for more live sound, and you can then take that recording, you can mix that down, and you can release that. That is what this is built for. This is built for being used by a full-size band, like a full band, and recording. It's not really, whereas the DP32 I find is more for doing, you know, your own solo work where it's just you and you're all alone. This is more for outside live recording, and that's why I'm going to try to use it for that. For this, that's why I'm going to try to use this for that, and I'm going to use it with the band that I'm in. We just had a band practice last night. It was great. Just want to throw that in. So that is what this is for. Now, my last thing. This is it's not the least. This is actually a great thing, which I love about this. Is, and let's just get a little closer, our friend right here, the compressor. I love this. I love the fact this has built-in analog compressor, and it's on, well, in this case, it's on the first 12 channels, because the next ones are stereo, and so it's not on there. But this is beautiful because it gives you the ability to compress on the system. Now, granted, it is a static compressor. You can't go and change things in it. But honestly, for things like vocals where you have a dynamic range that can change, it is perfect for that. And I gotta say, I've used it many times on recordings. I use it on the ukulele recording, on other stuff I'm gonna work on. Now, the other thing I do like is the low cut. I don't use that as much on recordings, because like on recordings, I like to record everything flat. But if I'm doing something like at church, we use it a lot with the live stuff because it takes away the low end for the for voice, and then you don't sound as muffled on microphones. So that's the nice thing about that. But so that, my friends, is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, and yes, I would say that these are the things I like about this. There are other things, I just can't think of them at the moment. Do I feel it's worth the cost? Yeah, I do. I wouldn't, if you're on a budget, I would look at like a Model 16 or a Model 12, depending on what you need. I would still consider the DP32, which is the same price as the Model 12, because you're getting more tracks on that, plus you're getting extra stuff, which I will talk about at some point. So that's today's video. Once again, thanks for everybody's concern about my health. I'm doing better. I am looking forward to pushing myself to get more videos out and actually start recording again. And so that's how it goes. It's been a crazy 3 weeks, and I'm finally starting to feel better. So thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye. Me, a better love I could never find.